Hello everybody, this is the Bobbit here, and welcome back once again to Train Sim World 3. We are back streaming this game for the second day in a row because we have a very important occasion. We're driving the Amtrak Acela Express. So let's get everything set up. So I am joined just by Andre for today.
Hi.
Yes, and I was also planning on having Russell here on stream as well, but I guess Russell work's schedule changed on the fly, so maybe Russell will pop in one time or another for the stream. But yeah. Right. I think we're set up and ready to go. Actually, this stream actually has a pretty basic startup procedure, but here it is: the Amtrak Acela Express in Train Sim World. This is the day that I knew it was gonna come at some point. But the wait is over. The Acela Express has arrived in Train Sim World 3. Came out just yesterday with all the other Northeast Corridor content and stuff. And, yeah. So speaking of yesterday, I did a live stream checking out this route that we're driving on the Northeast Corridor from here to Trenton. But today is going to be all about the Acela. Okay, so I believe now we're ready to depart. And, I didn't get, here the doors closing. Yes. Alright, Newark Penn. Whoops. And just for fun, let's listen to the exterior motor sounds. That's quite good. And there's the blower. Which is realistic. Doesn't quite sound right, but there you go. So yeah, as you may have just noticed there, we just departed from Trenton, because this is Dovetail. This route doesn't go the full way all the way to Philadelphia 32, which is the next realistic stop for this train. But yeah, welcome to Dovetail. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna stay in the cab for most of this journey, actually, since I've already done a lot of flying around the route, and because the blower sound, it's a bit too loud on the outside, so yeah. Especially when you contrast to how quiet the run sounds of the coaches are. But the run sounds on the coaches aren't actually that bad. In fact, I believe these are actually brand new sound recording samples. So yeah, for the first time in any train submitted, we actually have realistic run sounds, or well, realistic sounds in general for this train. Alrighty, and because this train has cruise control, let's activate it. Can I? Okay, I'm not. Okay, so it's under 35. Okay, so, okay, I can't seem to use the keybinds to use cruise control, so I guess, actually, what is the keybind for the cruise control? I thought I did I ever bind that by any chance, or what? Let's see.
Yeah, on German trains is RF.
Oh. Might be the same here, actually, but let me look, just to be safe. Okay, where was it? Come on. Yeah, okay, I'll try RF. Oh! Yep, turns out that was correct. Okay. Okay, so RF is the keybind for the control on the Acela Express as well. So here is the cab of the Acela, of course, and this cab actually looks really good. Also, hold up. Oh yeah, okay, might as well check the horn then. Yeah, it turns out that one thing I actually forgot to check out the Acela, as you go through Hamilton Station, who's just train, hello there, is that the Acela also has a quill horn, so you can So you can either do a half blast or a full blast on the horn. Alright, 135. We should be able to do 150 through here. Yeah, this is supposed to be the section we do 150. Guys, this section of North Dakota was upgraded recently to allow for 150 mile per hour running for the Acela. Oh, there it is. Okay, 2.5 miles will be able to go full speed. Oh, hello, Ryan Chow. Don't like how the bell sounds with normal sounds? Yeah. But yeah, that seems to be a feature here on the Acela. They had it on like it seems like they have that on all the American trains, though. Is that supposed to be like that, or is that just Dovetail deciding, yeah, let's incorporate a feature where if you blow the horn, it also activates the bell? Yeah, not sure if that's realistic or that's just Dovetail. Anyway. So, for me driving this Acela, this isn't necessarily a first-time reaction this time. Like, before yesterday's stream, when I was driving all the New Jersey Transit and the Amtrak content, I want to, save myself the reaction, since I was doing it the same day. I also was able to download the Acela Express yesterday as well, but, I couldn't wait for today to drive this thing for the first time, so I decided to take the Acela out to the test track. I haven't actually driven the Acela on any of the routes that's supposed to be on yet. I've only, I took it for a test drive on the training center route, and I just drove it on the loop a few times. And to be honest with you, most of the sounds are actually pretty good. Yeah, Dovetail actually did a pretty good job implementing most of the sounds for the Acela. Main sounds I don't like though is the horn and the bell. Now, the horn and bell sounds, they're correct, like they sound correct, except the recordings themselves sound really low quality. As we blast through Princeton Junction, Princeton Junction. The sounds themselves are really low quality. So I guess Dovetail just didn't implement them that well. In fact, the horn sound and bell, as a matter of fact, on this one actually sound like the horn and bell that they implemented on the Acela Express that you got in the Washington to Baltimore route over in Train Simulator Classic. So I don't know. I don't know why they sound so poorly. Now, as for the run sounds on the coaches, they do actually sound pretty high quality, but the main problem with them is that they're too quiet. Like, you know, this is a high-speed train, so it sounds really loud when it goes by, but here the sounds are just... Yeah, they should be double the volume. And 150 miles per hour. Which is, of course, famously the top speed of the Acela Express. Yes. And it's on 145 soon. Alrighty. So I guess I should mention the plan for this live stream. So we're actually driving this train on both of the Northeast Corridor routes today. So right now we're on the New York to Trenton Northeast Corridor route, which released just yesterday. However, after this, we're then going to be driving this thing over on the Boston Sprinter route, which is the Northeast Corridor from Providence to Boston. Yeah, we're driving this on both of the Northeast Corridor routes. So technically, we're going from Trenton to Boston today, but we're skipping the section between New York Penn and Providence because, of course, that section doesn't exist in Train Sim World as of right now. Okay. Okay, yes, the Acela does have an e-brake, which automatically slows the train down just a little bit when the cruise control. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I believe the Train Sim Classic version of the Acela also had cruise control, but it was kind of strange in how it worked. It wasn't really that well implemented. Here, though, it's pretty good. Like, you can basically drive the train with the cruise control at high speed. Okay, for the most part, I'm having to apply a little bit of braking to slow enough for this 130 speed limit. Also, I do believe this cell has been, here in Trenton has been equipped with a number of safety systems. I'm going to be driving with all of these safety systems turned off today because I just find them annoying. So we're driving just purely using visuals for today, which is how I personally prefer to do things. And the exterior detailing, though, on this thing is really, really nice. Like, I have to hand it to Dovetail. They did a pretty good job with this. Oh, speed's going back up to 150. Or no, 145. Okay. Yes. And you can kind of hear the exterior motor sounds. Well, those sound pretty good. So, already Red the Box is actually a pretty good add-on. But I think with some enhancements, it'll be even better. So this service here between New York and, or near Trenton and New York, seems to be a non-stop service all the way from, well, non-stop, but, well, basically we're going from, Trenton to Newark and then just Newark to Penn Station. Yeah, now, interesting enough, there are some Acela Express, services that stop at Metro Park Station. But I decided to pick this service in particular just so it wouldn't be too late in the day by the time we, over to Boston. Because, if you really want to, if you have the Acela Express and the Trenton and Boston to Providence, you could start out with an Acela service on one end of the route, and then you could actually continue that same service on the other route, like it's the same train number. That was actually my plan for this stream, but for some strange reason, the timetable services for the Acela on the Boston, or some of them on the Boston Sprint route, they take up to an hour long. What the heck is going on here? They take up to an hour long, and I think that's because with the way that the timetable is shaped, I guess you're stuck behind an MBTA train for a while or something. I'm not quite sure how that works yet, but I'm not gonna spend an hour being stuck behind a slower train. Russell! Wow, Russell made an appearance in the live stream. I didn't see that coming. Look, Russell, we're driving the Acela Express.
I can see that.
Yes. And we're going fast. But I mean, we are a fast train. Looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? Ooh, is that a, hey, New Jersey Transit train heading north? Alrighty. Oh yeah, another thing worth mentioning, once we get to Newark, Penn, let's make sure that I'm able to see the light this time. Because as we know just yesterday, I'm so blind that I didn't see that the light was red. And yeah, we didn't get to finish the journey to Penn Station. Still don't know how I did that, other than I'm just a massive idiot who can't see anything. Yeah, blind in one eye and can't see out the other. Here's Edison. So yeah, let's try not to do that again today. And also, hey, this time remember to turn dynamic weather off, so we can see the northeast corridor in all of its sunnyisms. Smith goes down 110. Okay, a little bit of break. Okay, one other thing I've just noticed though here on the Acela is that when you apply the brakes, the throttle is then locked at like 0, like it doesn't apply any power. And you have to move the throttle into the off position and then put it back on again in order to put the power on. That's a bit weird. Although maybe that was because I was... Oh. Well, in fairness, you wouldn't have the throttle on anyways if you're applying the brakes. So that's probably just common sense. Okay, so a little bit more to 95, as now we're going through the slow section. Well, only 50 minutes into the stream, and we're already about to go by Metro Park. That is the speed of the Acela. And one of the fundamental problems with train sim in their routes, the train is so fast that it takes barely any time to complete a whole trip.
Y'all get to come to work with me.
Oh no.
By the way, for anyone who thought,
What?
what are your thoughts on this new Acela?
It's
Well,
it's good for the most part. There's a few things wrong with the sounds, but for the most part, yeah, it's actually pretty good.
I told you the sounds are mediocre.
Well, no, the only issue with the sounds I have is the horn and the bell quality is just bad. I mean, the sounds are correct, but they're just badly recorded. And the run sounds are just too quiet in the coaches, but otherwise, most of the sounds are almost correct. But yeah, I believe the thing is though, is just throughout them driving on. I wish they built it all the way to Philadelphia, because if they did, then an Acela service from New York to Philadelphia would take about an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. Okay, about an hour 10 minutes. But because we only start at Trenton, it only takes about 50 minutes. And keep in mind, this is a high-speed train, so it doesn't take very long to get from A to B. Also, another bit of information about the run sounds. I was actually able to unpack the Unreal Pack file, and I was actually able to listen to the raw audio files. And from the sounds of the audio files, it does sound like somebody was someone able to stick a microphone or something next to the bogies or trucks or whatever you want to call them. I was actually able to record the sounds and stuff. So a number of these sounds are actually recorded off of an actual Acela. Now, according to some other bits I was reading on the Amtrak Northeast Corridor Development Facebook page, apparently some of the sounds though are just sampled from something else. Like, I don't know, I guess maybe some sounds are just maybe taken from another train, or just synthesized in an editor or sound editor or something. Like okay. Well, some sounds might have been taken from a different train or just artificially created in computer software. But I don't know. It's not bad.
The sounds are actually fan railers.
Well, yeah, some sounds were from Fanrailer. I believe the blower sounds are actually straight from Fanrailer because I actually recognize the exterior blower sounds because Fanrailer made a mod for the Trenton Classic version of the Acela, and these are the blower sounds that he used. So, yeah, we got some Fanrailer sounds in a official Dovetail product, which is interesting. I mean, that being said, I am glad that Dovetail are trying to get Dovetail are acquiring sound samples from people who can actually record the sounds off of the real thing and then give them to Dovetail. Oh, there's an Amtrak train. Hello there, Amtrak something. Alright. Also, I just realized I forgot to close my outside window. But I think I'm going to leave it open, just so it doesn't get too hot in here, and hopefully nobody makes any noise outside. But, yeah, overall, Dovetail actually did a pretty solid job with the Acela, bringing it to Trenton World. I also like the cab texturing. Like, there's even some of the paint has been scraped off, which makes sense because this is a 20-year-old train that is now in its twilight years of service. Actually, if things went a little bit differently, this train would actually already be out of service, and we would already have the new Acela Liberty high-speed trains. But I don't know. I guess since the Acela Liberties are taking so long to enter service, we still have the older generation of Acelas still in 100% service. Alright, here's the Elizabeth Curve.
Technically, the cells are 23 years old.
Yes. Also, you know, the Elizabeth Curve they're driving through right now is I believe that's limited to 55 miles per hour in real life. Although for some reason can go 80 miles per hour through there here in Trenton, so I'm not sure if that's unrealistic, or at some point in real life they actually raise the speed on that curve. Maybe they add some super elevation or something. I don't know. Okay, so we have 4 miles to go, or 4.5 miles to go to Newark, Penn. According to the game, we're gonna get there in 10 minutes, but I can tell you it's not gonna take 10 minutes to get there. What else? Hello there. There's a northbound Acela. I mean, no, southbound. We're the ones going northbound. But yeah, I think we're gonna get held up at another red light. So this time, let's pay attention to the signals and not overrun the red. Right, Russell? I think it was Zodical. We need to prove to the world that I am still the greatest train driver in the world.
I'm right here.
Haha. And Russell, so this time we need to make sure that we don't run the red. Right, Russell? Because
I heard you before.
Because I'm supposed to be the greatest train driver in the world.
Good job at proving otherwise.
Yeah, mother! Okay. Here's 70. Oh, straight clipping for the... Oh, the train is... Oh. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna have a red for some reason. I don't know why. Is there a train on a platform? No! Hang on. Our platform should be clear. Okay, well... Oops. Okay, throttles off. Guess we'll just turn off the cruise control for now, since we're going slow. Yeah, so there's nothing on our track right now, so there is a train that's just waiting there, but he's not on our track, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, the light's green. Oh. Was that just warning us about the speed limit drop to 35? Okay. So now we're just gonna get there several minutes ahead of schedule. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. Oh, there's a Amtrak train who's not leaving. Okay. Oh, see, the bell is way too quiet as well. In real life, it's definitely louder than this. Anyway, as you see, they've gone with the E-bell as I guess at some point around the late 2000s, they started, or late 2010s, they switched out the steel bells with the E-bells and all the Acelas. Well, here we are in Newark, Penn. We're quite a bit early. So I guess that gives us an opportunity to sort of walk around and check some stuff out. Oh, okay, you can't walk into the engine for some reason. Well, here it is. Look at that. So while we're here, might as well check out the interior of the Acela. This is the first class coach. Put the blue scene stuff like that. And previously, back over in Trenton Classic, the first class coach actually got a pass review. And also the doors automatically open up. I believe this is in the one of the coach class. I don't know, business class. Yeah, I don't know why I got coach class from. There's no coach class in the Acela. It's just business and first. But yeah, I do recognize this from when I actually rode the Acela back in September last year. And if the things go the way they expect to, I might actually be riding the Acela again in the springtime. Oh, here's the cafe coach. Oh, there's a couple of passengers sitting in the... Oops, they're floating. Floating passengers, come on.
Wow, hell, damn.
Haha. Alright. Oh, yeah, there's other... okay. But otherwise, the cafe car... unfortunately, when I went on the Acela back in September, I actually didn't... it was only a 40-minute service from Providence to Boston, so I didn't actually have any time to walk into the cafe car. I'll definitely be sure to walk through the cafe coach next summer by the Acela, which will be a much longer service. Anyway, Mike X Oxlong. Hello there. Do you like the route? I'm not really sure how to feel about the route, to be honest. I mean, it's made well. I'll give it that. It's made well. But I wish it was longer. Like if you know what, if this route went all the way to Philadelphia, I might be able to confidently say that yes, this is a pretty good route and you should consider buying it. I'm not gonna buy it though because I refuse to, spend anything on Trenton World. Oh, here we are at the business class coach. But since this route only goes to Trenton, nah. Anyway, that's pretty much your walkthrough of the Acela. Do you want to give? No, I don't want to give the control. I'm just walking around the interior just for fun. And the door doesn't open because it's... Yeah, this do not enter because this is where the locomotive is at. Exterior. It actually doesn't look too bad here. But there are some parts of the route, or some bits in general, where the exterior of the Acela is like really, really shiny. But here, though, I guess underneath this roof here, it does actually look realistic. Like, it's not like super duper shiny, it's good. Alright, let's walk around Newark Penn. This is the platform for the Path subway trains, which aren't simulated here because reasons. So Newark Penn, I'm not sure how similar this version of Newark Penn looks compared to the Newark Penn back in the Northeast Corridor New York route from Trenton World 1, which went from New Rochelle to Newark Liberty Airport. Oops, jumped at the tracks. Oh, here's the steps. For a second there, I was like, oh, have I been trapped? No. Oh, there we go again. But this is at least the first time seeing Newark Penn underneath the new Trenton World 3 lighting. Because, with my torrenting skills, I have actually played on the original Northeast Dakota route, North Dakota New York route from
Yo, torrenting.
Haha. I did actually play on the Northeast Corridor New York route from New Rochelle to Newark, and I did actually do quite a bit of walking around the different stations because that was actually my first time properly playing Trains World. But this is Russell, why are you leaving your trash around again? These ticket boxes don't do anything. Look at this thing. I'd say the Acela...
I leave trash. Too lazy to do anything.
You're stupid. But I have to say, the Acela Express is truly one of the best looking trains out there. It just looks absolutely superb. Well, for all you rail fans out there, if you haven't yet ridden the Acela, or this version, this first generation Acela, do it while you still can, because, well... So, okay, well, right now, the most recent update is that the new next generation Acela sets, the Acela Liberty, are supposed to actually enter service, this fall. Now, that's so long as they don't get delayed again, because... I mean, the second generation Acela has only been pushed back so many times over. So we'll see if this time they actually get it in service on the due date, which is supposed to be fall this year. But if they delay it again, then yeah, I guess that means another little bit of riding this. Oops, I forgot to You need to... Okay, wait, lock the doors, and I also forgot to close this. Oh, I did close my door. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, New York pen. Oh. I forgot to close this door. Oh, no wonder it was so loud. Okay, YouTube looks pretty good, so I'll just let that go. Whoops. And I'm not focusing. No, and it's been loaded up anyway. Okay. Okay, cruise control action. Cruise control is such a brilliant feature, by the way. Whoever came up with the idea, of cruise control, is a lifesaver. All right, here we go through Harrison Station, which is only served by the Path subway. Alright, Newark Penn. And hey, this time we're actually gonna finish the servers this time because I actually paid. Well, actually, the funny thing is that there was actually no red light this time, so even if I wasn't paying attention, I would have thankfully been able to pull into the station anyway. Right. Now going a bit slow again because, of course, we are. Yeah. And I don't know, I guess according to some people, this section of the road that we're on right now is actually just reused straight from the old 2018 version of this route. So... I mean, from my perspective, though, this doesn't look too bad.
If you ran the red light,
yeah.
then I would go to your house and, you know.
Ya mother! Also, ooh, brilliant, we get to slid under 45 because of a bridge. Oing! Okay, never mind. The speed limit only goes down to 60, but still. Oi! Keep it slow! The speed limit is going down to 60! Oi, Blue Japanese train, what are you doing here? Yeah, mama!
Hello, Blue Japanese train.
Yeah, mama!
You're still stupid.
Yeah, mama! Oh, hey, that reminds me. So, I mentioned this in the group yesterday. However, if you guys remember Bill and Ted Sword 33, which was the one with the cursed Acela Liberty, somebody has remade that paint scheme for this Acela here in Train Sim World. So that's available to be downloaded on the Creators Club. So that's right. Fans of Bill and Ted, if you really like that cursed Acela Liberty paint scheme, but you don't have Train Sim Classic, but you do have Train Sim World, well, you can drive it here. Oh, ah. And who doesn't like a cursed train? That would be me. Oh, also, hey, that's an easy feature. Okay. In the Euro Train Sim world, looks like you have the option to turn off the tilting mechanism. There's also a Barney. Oh, yeah, that was mine. I made a Barney version, or was that mine? Okay, if somebody else though made a Barney version, I'm gonna game end them.
You walk.
Well, the New Jersey Transit train. Oops. Yes, with the stupid braking system. Fortunately, the Acela Express X has a pretty standard braking system. Not that stupid this system thingamabobbin that they have on the New Jersey Transit train. Stupid. Okay, slow down. Alright. Well, here we are then. Okay, well, not here we are, but getting close to Penn Station, and we're about to enter the, I believe this is not, okay, this, okay, now I think this is the Hudson River Tunnel. This is a different tunnel. Okay, cruise control definitely going to be handy here, as we have some gradients. I believe now we're going to go down and then go up, back up again a little bit. But yeah, here we are in the tunnelisms. Alright, cruise control also doing its job and keeping us at the speed limit. Also, wow, I guess we're going to be stopped at New York Penn for a long time. Alright, well, you know what I'm going to do here. Once we come to a stop, I'm actually going to walk around Penn Station for a little bit. Because we also didn't see much of Penn Station in the street.
Cause confusion.
Ross, your microphone sounds terrible. I didn't understand a single thing you said there.
You're going to cause confusion and delay.
No, you're going to cause confusion and delay. Oh, Ryan suggests a Barney power car pulling Mr. Bubbles' coaches. What
Did he say?
Ryan Chow suggested a Barney power car pulling Mr. Bubbles' coaches.
Oh, hell no.
Alright! You can't say that word! Also, the track chaser is messed up. Oh, it's a train.
Being painful, we don't have monetization yet.
Alright! Also, we gotta slow down! 15 miles per hour as we're about to get over the point.
This was a live stream.
You idiot! Anyway, yeah, Barney power car and Mr. Bubbles coaches. That would be interesting. Anyway, we're making all the Bill and Ted references. Oh, another train there. I think that's a New Jersey Transit train. Yes. Okay, I know it's a bit ridiculous, but because we can, cruise control at 15 miles an hour. Alright, welcome back to Penn Station. Mr. Cal visits the Northeast Corridor. What is that blue light there?
Wow.
Oh, that's our stopping marker. Controller of the Union Pacific Heritage Fleet. You know what's hilarious about that?
He's like Charles.
You know what's hilarious about that? Dovetail just released the. They also just released the Union Pacific Heritage Pack for Trenton World as well. And Russell. Could be the platform because of course we are. But yeah. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm not going to be looking at the Union Pacific Heritage Pack because that's slow freight and it's boring. Also, I just realized, by the way, that Union Pacific Heritage Pack for Trenton World that just came out, it's $15. Yes, $15.
You can't even handle a simple freight train on Sen.
It's stupid. But yeah, basically $15 for a reskin pack. And some scenarios. Ooh, those other trains, don't they? Without steam engines, yeah. Sherman Hill in Trenton World, no steam engines either. And you know what? That's such a great opportunity too, because you have the you have the Sherman Hill route. You could totally make a big boy DLC or something. I mean, you know they had smoke. I mean, let's say they had Smokebox.
You know my Fire DLC.
Yes, I mean Smokebox made made the Union Pacific. Also, I forgot to ring the bell while pulling to the station. You know, you could totally get Smokebox to make a big boy for Trenton World.
Well, my Harwood Flyer DLC.
And also, I like how Dovetail's also like focused on sales. I bet you that if a Union Pacific big boy came out for Trenton World, everybody would just line up to buy it. Everybody would be like, "Yes, big boy for Trenton World, get me." Oh yeah, I don't have to close the door this time. Okay. All right. Well, in a minute we're gonna head over to Boston Sprinter, but just before that though, we're gonna watch it. Speaking of which, do you have the Smoke Big Boy? So I don't have the Smoke Box Big Boy for Train Simulator yet, but I do plan on getting that at some point down the line. I'm just waiting for a sale where it goes for a big enough discount, because $25 is still a pretty steep price. Like, it is a high quality locomotive, but you know, money management, right, Russell? Yes, master. We do money management. Alright, so here's the bits of pen. Oh yeah, also, no Long Island Railroad layers. Oops. Yeah. Oh, ironically, here's the Long Island Railroad platforms. Yeah. Oh, I don't know where my train is. Oops. By then, Ted's Pet will get an update. Also, now, you know what? Also, one thing I just realized, now that we have this DLC here in Trenton World, New York, Northeast Corridor, New York to thingy. Yeah. Also, yeah. One thing I also did, yeah, one thing I just realized I did quite a bit back in, like, Bill and Ted. Do you want to give a control? I mean, I finished the service, so, yeah. You can go now, Mr. Train. Oh. Just close on this one. There we go. Huh, doors are closed. I guess this guy's going over to thingy. Oh, here comes a Keystone train from the Sunnyside Yard. But yeah, Penn Station, I guess this version of Penn Station is actually poured over from the Long Island Railroad version. So, yeah. Hello, Keystone. And with an A64 that does have its banner graph up. Oh, hey, that's number 606. That's the, I guess that's become the ad wrap locomotive. Yeah, that locomotive was previously in the Coca-Cola wrap and the King Tut wrap. Which sadly doesn't exist anymore, but apparently, I think Amtrak, I did hear that Amtrak do actually plan on doing a third ad wrap delivery, for an AC64. And hey, now that I have a car, I can actually go see it when it happens. Alright, that's up for Time Pet Station. Let's head over to my corner of the world in Rhode Island in Massachusetts. Okay, so the service. Okay, let's train depot. We'll do the Acela Sprinter this time. This game is broke. Okay, for some reason I just realized when you pick the Acela in the menu here, you then pick Boston Sprinter. For some reason it does that. It takes you over to this one. So yeah. Okay, so I guess we gotta go choose a route instead. Then Boston Sprinter, timetable, Acela, and now we have all the services on the Boston Province route. So one of them today is number 2154, which is a simple service from Province to Boston. All right. Okay, time for part 2 of this journey.
You know, if we included the toasters, I would have bought it.
Aye! Money management! Of course, gonna buy it. Anyway, yeah. So now time for part 2. So we're now gonna drive the Acela Express from Province to Boston. So yay! We're now in Fronito Bobbin land. Alright, welcome to Providence.
I want to stay away.
The haha. Also, yeah, another thing I just realized, first time showing off here on the Front of the Gene channel is the Boston to Province route, but with the new Trenton World 3 lighting. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Set the cruise control to. Nope, not that one, not the throttle. Cruise control. There we go. Big Boy's number is 4116. Yeah, I forgot to mention way back in the or no, I say way back. I think they built to season 1 and 2 and I think even 3 to an extent. I had the Big Boy. I had Ted's Big Boy just rotate a bunch of numbers for some reason. But I think starting in season 4, I've actually been consistent with what Big Boy number is, and I shall make sure I'm consistent with the numbers for the rest of the Bill and Ted series.
4016.
Hey, we got an MBTA train with a Wi-Fi. Oh, 2 Wi-Fi coaches. Yay! Wi-Fi. Oh, it's MBTA! Yay! I missed you. Hello, Mr. MBTA. That's how you know we're in Massachusetts. And we got a couple Wi-Fi coaches. I like me some Wi-Fi coaches, and yes. Oh, with that being said, I'm not sure if the other MBTA liveries are been transferred over. Balls, I probably should have checked that before I did this live stream, but I was too lazy. Just keep that as 4116 starting season 5. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, first time here on the Frozen channel. So yeah, so I've actually, this has actually been showed up multiple times in this channel though. First time was actually the first ever Trenton World stream I did last summer, which is my first, which was the grand debut of my supercomputer. And the second time we actually drove this route was in the 4 Up challenge that we did right around the turn of the year. So here we are once again.
You know, of course, I new Japanese train coaches.
Well, yeah, here we are once again on the Boston Province route, but this time, first I'm driving with the new with the new lighting isms that was updated. That was number 2017. 2036. Alright, next up, Route 128.
This station is where I almost nearly overshot the platform.
Ha! Ha! Alright, set up to 60. Also, fun fact, I actually, ever since I got my, my car, a few weeks back, I've actually been doing some, rail fanningisms just for fun. And actually, I have been, filming some of my rail fanningisms, and, I'll actually be uploading that video, soon. Maybe. Not soon. We'll see. And so here we are in the boss spread which, in Trenton World, isms, the, boss spread route is actually the home route for the, Acela. So actually, now that I've actually just brought that up, I might as well talk about some other things that I also discovered or was talking about and stuff. Oh yeah, also, by the way, this time I actually remembered to get the, sand patch grade route, so we will be seeing, random, freight stuff along our way as well, and there's already some tanker cars and some hoppers and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be seeing some randomly placed freight stuff on the way, because I actually remember to install the St. Patrick's Day route this time. As far as MBTA coach deliveries, so we know that the Wi-Fi coach delivery is working, although I can't remember if I have all the custom deliveries I made, if those are installed right now, because because with the how torrents work in trainable stuff, I actually moved to a different version, so we'll see. Oh, though the reason why the Wi-Fi coach work is because I actually sent it to my Dovetail Live account, so I do at least have liveries that I got from the Creators Club, but yeah, custom-made liveries, not sure if those poured over. But we'll see. Yes. So we're on the slow section. And actually, pretty soon, we're actually going to be going by the location of the recently opened Pawtucket Central Falls, station. Which isn't in, the Train 3 version. Or Train version. Not sure if they're going to add it ever, actually. So actually, technically speaking, this version of this route here in Trenton was actually now outdated. Because Pawtucket Central Falls isn't in here yet. And, in case you're wondering, I've already visited the, Pawtucket Central Falls station multiple times, and, it's actually a really nice station. All things considered. So if you live in this area, and you want to take an MBTA train from Pawtucket Central Falls station, and you want to, then yeah, do it. I don't recall the, actually, I think it's right here. I think this is the... No, I think I may have already passed it. Wait, is this... I think that's correct. I'm not too sure. I don't know. It's hard to know when it's not there. So, I don't know if maybe one day Dovetail will maybe come around to updating this route, like to what it is in real life, to include the Pawtucket Central Falls station, or they'll just leave it as is in its sort of 2019 state. Yeah. Not that it bothers me that much, but it's also just... Anyway, that reminds me, I just completely lost my train of thought. There was something else we'll talk about. So I actually still remember back in late last year, in December, when they unveiled the Acela Express, for Trenton World, where they did like this sort of hype thingy, where they showed 4 very blurry images of Trenton World of some upcoming add-ons, and one of them was a silver train, so I was like, Huh? Is that the Acela? And the later that same day, they actually revealed clear versions of the pictures. Like, yes, the Acela Express Company Trenton World. But here's the interesting part. We actually knew that the Acela Express was coming to Trenton. Acela Express was coming to Trenton even before that, because on one of the road maps that they did for Trenton, I think this was either October or November. They had a new locomotive add-on listed, and it was an American add-on, and it was a AC voltage train. Now, at the time, this route, the Boston Province route, it was the only American overhead electric route in all of Trenton World. So it basically meant one thing: it had to be the Acela Express. But then things got interesting, because about a month later, they then unveiled an American... Oh, it's station, by the way. My station. Or my other station. But yeah, they unveiled a U.S. overhead electric route, so that it was wide open again. And at first, my best guess was that the overhead electric route was actually going to be the North Jersey coastline. Because, I mean, it made sense. I think Dovetail already had the license to New Jersey Transit, so it made sense that they would make the North Jersey coastline. But eventually, in the Dovetail Summit event, they eventually unveiled that the overhead electric route American would wind up being the Northeast Corridor from New York to Trenton. With that being said, though, I did do a bit of speculation. And because at first I had noticed that from the Acela screenshot that they unveiled, it showed it on the Boston Sprinter route, but it had the all new Trenton World 3 lighting. But then that was a bit interesting, because I remember Dovetail previously said that they weren't going to be updating the Trenton World 2 routes to have the Trenton World 3 lighting. So I was thinking, hang on a minute, could this be an extension of the Boston Sprinter route, but all the way to New Haven or something? Yeah, so that was interesting. But, of course, we all know what the answer turned out to be. Turns out that all they really had done with the Boston Sprinter route was just that they had, in fact, updated to the new Trenton World 3 lighting. And made so that was a DLC for it. But one thing that I did not see coming, though, was the fact that the Northeast Corridor route, or the U.S. overhead electric route, would be the Northeast Corridor from near to Trenton. Because eventually later on, we obviously found out that yes, the Northeast Corridor had been Northeast Corridor Boston Province had been updated to the new Trenton 3 lighting, and then the ASLS was going to be a DLC for that. So they okay, so let's do that, and then the U.S. overhead electric route that they unveiled in the roadmap is just going to be something totally different. But then, to my surprise, it turned out to be the Northeast Corridor from New York to Trenton, so, okay. So that was fun. That was a fun speculation when it was going on, but yeah, it's all out now. Anyway, enough blabbering about past tense stuff. Let's go fast. Alright, let's put up some speed here. See if we can reach 150 before we... Let's see if we can reach 150 before we go past Mansfield. There were 5 new engines in the shed, even though 2 were introduced in the previous season. Haha. But hey, I do like the addition of the New York to Trenton route here in Trenton World, so... Maybe we can get some more Northeast Corridor content in the future. Like, perhaps, you know, now there's a possibility we could get the New Jersey Transit Aero 3. Or, perhaps, the Amtrak AM7 Toaster. Because what they could do with that is they could probably make like special timetables or something just for the AM7, and then have that replace all the services with the A64. Or maybe you could do like a circa 2014 to 16 timetable when the AM7s were being phased out and the AC64s were being delivered. That could be interesting.
Why did they not preserve tank?
I don't know.
I guess Ted was too stupid and they scrapped him on spot.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, as Ryan Chow mentioned, or as Jeffrey calls the M7s, bread machines.
I am not a bread machine.
Ha 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 ha. Boxcars. About to pass to Mansfield in a little bit. But right after the speed that goes down 130. I was enjoying going fast. Okay, where's Mansfield? Come on. Okay, let's slow down. Well, there you go. And also, one other interesting thing I just thought of: if Dovetail if they decide after all to extend this route all the way to perhaps New Haven, or maybe even just to I don't know, New London or something. You know what? I just realized if Dovetail are gonna have this little stop at Trenton, then they might as well also have a stop at like New London or something, or Old Saybrook, or one of the Amtrak stations between Province and New Haven Union. And but if they built it to, I think, New London or Old Saybrook, whichever one comes, yeah, I think it was New London, then they could have all three sections of the Northeast Corridor where the Acela does 150, because as for the Acela can also reach 150 miles per hour once track speeds up from like Warwick, Rhode Island or something to somewhere past Kingston, Rhode Island. Plus, we would have more of the Northeast Corridor in the state of Rhode Island, which would make me very happy, being a Rhode Island resident. Actually, if they built it all the way to Westerly and beyond, then you would actually have the entire section, it being in Massachusetts and in Rhode Island.
The worst state in the United States.
Yeah, mama!
Seriously, there's nothing in Rhode Island to do.
Yeah, mama! How dare you say that about Rhode Island? All of you know that there's plenty of things to do here.
Oh, really? Like what?
You could visit the legendary Snail Road.
Oh, so I can change out Mr. Lively then.
Yeah, mama! I will give Dovetail credit where credit is due, though. This new lighting looks gorgeous. Like, it really lifts up this route. Although, that's the problem. See, here's the thing. Yes, this new this new lighting package does look better than the old Train Sim World 2 lighting package, but honestly, I still thought that the Train Sim World 2 lighting package still looks pretty good. But the problem with that is that as we go through Sharon Miller, yay! But the problem is that they have to basically put all their resources into making the game look better, rather than making the game actually better. So, yeah. The basic point is Dovetail, they put their focus into the wrong thing. Like, we could perhaps get multiplayer or route builder, but no, we're just gonna make the game look better. And yeah, I will admit, it does look really good. Like, I would say this new lane package looks even better than the old one. But even the old one didn't look that bad. Like, I still say even the old Trenton 2 lane package looks pretty good. And to be honest...
what was that sky joke you had that you made?
Haha. Broken vehicles fell to the tracks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Acela Express! Hello! Hey, southbound to Acela. Yes! Oh, we're almost around with 28. Okay, let's not over to the platform this time. Let's not do what Ted does. Now here is Canton Junction. Alright, 10 miles from Route 128. Then we're gonna break with about 2 miles to go. As we're in a high-speed train after all. Oh well, pretty cool. Regardless of that, we have the Acela Express in Trenton World at long last. I mean, okay, I knew this day was coming. Like, it was gonna happen at some point. I mean, Dovetail, they're focused on making stuff that will sell well, and I knew that the Acela would be, high on the list of stuff that should be made for Trenton World. And now it has. Well, I tell you what, with how much Northeast corridorisms that Dovetail have been doing here in Trenton World recently, I wonder what's next for the Northeast corridor and stuff. Maybe... I wonder if Dovetail might make the route from Washington to Baltimore someday. Or you know what they could do? I guess if Dovetail had the capabilities to reuse like old bits of route, they could now they could just resurrect the Northeast Corridor section from New York Penn to New Rochelle over in the old Northeast Corridor New York route. They could resurrect that, and then they could extend it to like Stamford. I mean, really, they should build it all the way to New Haven, but let's face it, it's stuff to the game, so they'll probably only build it up to Stamford. Which would also... Well, yeah, Dovetail already has Metro North content. So they would just have to make the Metro North M8 for realistic commuter services. Hey, I did a pretty good stop there. Nailed it. Alright, welcome to Route 128. Oh, I just realized we have quite a long wait here, I just realized. Alright, well I guess we'll walk out and stuff. Oh, is this a objective by any chance? No, it isn't. That's just there. Okay. Alright, well, and welcome to Route 120, which is blue for some reason. What's that noise? Oh, that's supposed to be cars driving in the parking garage. Why don't you just animate the cars driving in the parking garage? Come on. But yeah, one other thing. Well, hello, Mr. Route Map. So I guess Dovetail will be updating select Trenton World 2 routes with the up to the Train Symbol 3 lighting thing. I know. Okay, there's an actual name for it, like things like TOS 4 or something, but I'm just call it the Train Symbol 3 lighting isms. Because one thing with mentioning the Sherman Hill route for Train Sim World also got the upgraded lighting effects and stuff. So, yeah, Dovetail initially said, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna be updating Train Sim World 2 routes to have the Train Sim World 3 lighting features." But I guess now Dovetail will be updating select routes. So, yeah. So far they've updated this route, Boston Sprinter, and like I said, they also updated the what's it called, the Sherman Hill route, and I guess we'll see what other Train Sim World routes they'll update in the future. No, I want to give it control. I guess that depends, though. What other Train Sim World 2 add-ons or Train Sim World 2 routes could they make new DLC trains for? Just a food for thought. Yes, that is these other from above. Because I was kind of surprised to find out that they updated the lighting. You know, I was thinking that they would make the Acela Express for Train Sim World at some point, but then they would just keep the old lighting package. But I was like, well, it's a Train Sim World 3 train, but it's Train Sim World 2 lighting. So I was like, what? But the solution to that is they'll just come in and update the lighting. So, yeah. I just realized how weird of a company that Dovetail is. A lot of stuff that Dovetail does just makes absolutely no sense. And business class coach. Yep, glad they remembered to make the end business class coach this time. Oh, I should have watched the doors closing. Oh well. Alright, off to Back Bay. Alright, speed and power. Oh, look at this detailing. Also, I just realized I haven't seen a single MBTA train since Providence. Are all the other MBTA trains on break today? I mean, it's the middle of the day, but still. Imagine two preserved real-life AM7s reunite and cosplay as Bill and Ted. Indeed. Hey, got much more favorite.
Have we had MBTA territory yet?
Yes. Alright, that's an MBTA train. But yeah, Russell, we've been in MBTA. Oh, hello, Reedville.
I guess they run more trains than usual in the morning.
Uh-huh. But yeah, we've been at MBTA territory now for like half an hour or something. Yeah, so we just departed Route 128, and now we're on our way to Back Bay.
He would undershot shoot the platform.
Haha, yeah, I actually stopped at the right place at Route 128 because I am the greatest train driver in the world. Let's go through Hyde Park.
I beg to differ.
Ha ha, that's because you are stupid.
Oh look, the cops are after you because you passed a red light for last night.
Yeah, mother! Cranky, it's the Rosers.
Wait, that's not on your end. That's on my end. I'm tripping.
Oh. Well, the irony is that a fire truck did just go by my place. So everyone's going to jail today. I was approaching Mr. Bulbo's location. Wait, what? Wait, Mr. Bulbo's location?
Ryan, this is not Top Gear Junior.
Ha ha! Alright, back up to 120. And hey, pretty soon we're going by my favorite station, Forest Hills.
Of course, Forest Hills is your favorite station.
Indeed, because that's where we get to meet the MBTA Orange Line, aka Murder's cousins. And there it is, Forest Hills. Yes!
You know what my favorite station is? It's South Attleboro.
Why? Also, wow, an MBTA train, finally! What do you have today? It's just
Why
a regular
not?
consist.
Because it has a balcony where you get watch trains.
Also, wow, look at how black the train is. That's anyway. Okay, yeah. It turns out I haven't. In fact, I haven't installed any of the custom MBTA coach liveries I made. Should have remembered to do that before this live stream, but hey, my name is Frank DeValben. I am the greatest train driver in the world, but I still make mistakes sometimes. And we're on the southwest corner next to the Orange Line. If only this game was realistic and we had an MBTA Orange Line trains for AI. Oh, well. Maybe someday. I told you whenever Simrail gets an editor and this route is made for Simrail, we do get AI Orange Line trains. Because then we can say hello to murder. And we gotta slow down. Oh, balls. I may have not gotten the brakes quickly enough. Uh-oh. We'll be fine. Remember, I'm the greatest train driver in the world.
I don't tend to remember facts that aren't true.
Shut up. Okay, we are really not slowing down here. Come on. Slow down! Okay, there we go. Oh, I should have put handle off. I'm stupid. Okay, well, we're gonna slow down in time. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good thing we at least went up for the Back Bay curve. It didn't recreate the Back Bay crash from 1990. You know, that reminds me. The Amtrak Acela Express, in the 20 years that's been in service, has never once been in a train accident. Okay, technically it did derail once, but it was only going 5 miles an hour. And the track was probably broken, so it doesn't really count. And welcome to Back Bay Station. I forgot to get on the brakes quickly in time, but whatever. As is a really piece of train. Yes. What about time it's separated? Oh, yeah. I mean... Okay. Okay, I'll call that as an incident, not really an accident. Although still, how the heck did that happen? How did the coupling just become undone? Other than poor maintenance by Amtrak's part. Because the thing is, right, is that the Amtrak Acela Express, all the coaches and power cars are like permanently attached to each other. You know, you can't just decouple them on the go. The only way that you'd be able to decouple the locomotive from the coaches or whatever would you have to bring it into a workshop and then do it in there with special tools. But if it's out on the rails, then everything's permanently attached to each other, so only poor maintenance can lead to stuff like that. And in fairness, Amtrak doesn't do the best job with maintaining their trains. So, but that's the worst of it, though. It's only one says it derailed going 5 miles per hour, and the coupling became detached. But no, like, severe derailments or anything. Like, it's never been in an accident that's bad enough to write one off, or it would need, like, severe, like, lots of repairs or something, you know. Which is probably for the best, because, man, if this thing derailed going 150 miles per hour, well, I think you can imagine what that would look like. And goodbye, Mr. Amtrak Northeast Regional. And hey, I actually know it's an Amtrak Northeast Regional, because that's the only, like, Amtrak bank service that comes here. Actually, no, I just realized something. The reason why the Amtrak Acela Express has never been in a derailment is because it's never been at the controls of Richard Hammond. Right, Russell? Oh, I can open up the color? Yes! Oh, that's cool. You can open up the color thing from... That's cool. I just realized that right now, but yeah, you can open up the color coupler thingamajig. Okay, time for me to go. Come on. Oops. Okay, close the doors. I don't like a VO liners. That too, I guess. Or road ship. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, another MT train. Hello. Another Wi-Fi coach. Yep, so, oh well. Alrighty, and now we just cruise a mile to Boston South Station, and then that'll be it. Road ships loves being speedy, so it's 1% gonna derail the Acela. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Russell, you should know that too. Russell, you're still alive. Nope. Alright, well, nearly there at Boston South Station. Which would be the conclusion of the service and this live stream. Now, as for the next live stream will be, there's probably going to be a Simrail live stream next week, actually. Yeah. Oh, a red light, really? Come on. I mean, okay, to be fair, we are arriving in Boston, but still. Okay, it's pink yellow. Okay, whatever. There's an MBTA train heading either off to the yard or it's going on some other line. So, yeah. So then, overall thoughts of the Train Sim World 3 Acela Express? For the most part, it's pretty good, actually. So, yeah. Should you buy it, though? Meh. Only at a discount, because this add-on, I think this is actually the most expensive locomotive DLC, priced at $23. So, it's quite steep. Because typically the locomotive DLCs for Train Sim will cost about $20, but I believe this one costs $23 because it's, you know, it's a locomotive but also a train set. So I guess extra money to make an entire train, but still.
That's more than 2/3 of the price of SimRail.
Yeah. So put it that way, either you can get this for $23, get the Acela for $23, or you can
Hey, Andrew,
get
what was that thing that
Russell, your mother!
about Fronty being the greatest train driver in the world?
I am the greatest train driver in the world. Shut up. Hey, a lot of MBTA trains here. But yeah, so either you could pay for this for $23, or you could spend just another $10 more or something like that, and get an entire game. So yeah. A big boy challenge may cost from the same price as Acela. Yeah, probably. Although if you really, really want the Acela, but you don't want to pay the super high cost, you could do what I do, and you could torrent it. Right, Russell? Oh, so now Russell doesn't speak.
Hey, Fronty.
When?
The artist doing a survey on the next generation of light rail cars that we're going to do.
Yay. Alright, welcome to Boston South Station. Yes. A lot of MBTA trains. Look at that. Oh, I need to lock the doors? Okay, fine. I lock the doors. And then you owe me money. Yay! Alright. Oh, by the way, any other service? Oh, 1502. Okay, yeah, I'm not waiting for that. So 1502, I think that's when you can... Yeah. Alright, so this train can be left for... Yeah, whoever the next driver is. Well, there you have it then. That is the Amtrak Acela Express in Train Sim World 3 driven across both the Northeast Corridor routes that we have here in Train Sim World 3, being the Northeast Corridor near to Trenton, which just came out, and the Northeast Corridor Boston to Province, which of course came out a couple years ago, but just recently got updated with the new lightning package, and also I didn't really show it off today, but the signaling on this route has also been enhanced. So yeah, it's an older route, but it's at least been made fresh again in preparation for the release of this beauty right here. That's an MBT train now going to the yard somewhere. Also, one thing I just realized, you know, we were just surrounded by the New Jersey transit trains earlier, which feel all modern and stuff. And then we come up here to Boston with the MBTA trains, which feel so much more Victorian. I mean, New Jersey Transit, I mean, as I saw earlier, they have the ALP-46 and the multi-level coaches, which were built just well, not recently, but built like the late 2010s built in the late 2000s and early 2010s. And then it comes to all this MBTA equipment, which was built all the way back in the 80s and 70s. What a contrast. Well, anyways, I guess that's it. Well, Russell, any other random statements you'd like to say? No? Okay. Hey, Russell, can you blow on the microphone at least? No, I did not blow. Okay, yeah, well, so we'll do the normal outro then. Well then, that's gonna do it for this live stream. I do have one more live stream. Oh yeah, the MP4 multi-levels were built in the early mid 2000s. Okay, it's a bit older than that than I thought, but still more modern than these things. But yeah, I do have a SimRail live stream planned for next Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. Actually, probably Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, SimRail stream next week, and I believe we'll actually be driving the railway line number 2 from Katowice to Setskow, driving a freight train. So yeah. As for videos, we're coming out Sunday, and yeah. Okay, so that's all your future contentisms I believe I need to announce. Anyways, so that's gonna do it for this live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And look out for the blue Japanese train. Alright, no blue Russell, so we will see you in whatever I make next.